external markets.
The Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy has issued a call to Nigerian experts in the field of research, development and innovation to devise a transformative and actionable artificial intelligence strategy. This strategy aims to align with the government's priorities, foster economic growth and position Nigeria on the global stage. Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Dr. Bosun Tijani, emphasized the vast potential of AI to dramatically alter various sectors. He underscored its role in national prosperity and development, acknowledging the pivotal moment. Bosun urges participants to actively engage in shaping the trajectory of AI development in Nigeria. He spoke of the importance of global collaboration in AI governance, and he also challenged experts to visualize an AI strategy not limited to Nigeria or Africa, but inclusive of the global community. Okay, we have in the studio now Nzube Ufodike, who is a computer scientist and entrepreneur and one of the AI experts at the federal government AI initiative workshop that ended recently. Very warm welcome to Newsnight.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean, in the time past, we'll probably talk about the jet age and the rest, but this is the age of AI, where even speed measured in electronic, magnetism is faster than light itself, and that's remained constant. And the innovation, the gathering, how was it like? What were the takeaways for you?
Thank you so much for inviting me here. I think there was so much to take away. One main thing our viewers should keep in mind is the gathering was with a range of people from all over the world. So there were so many computer science doctors and professors from universities as far-flung as Sweden, Australia, Japan, China, Canada, the US, Saudi Arabia. And all of these were actually Nigerian professionals who have been teaching computer science for years. And we also had some people from the industry, from investors like myself to individuals that work as entrepreneurs and do other things within the technology space. The key things that happened were getting people together to co-create this national AI strategy. And we focused around 8 pillars. So from the talent and workforce to policy and governance, security, infrastructure and ecosystem. I was the co-chair for my pillar, which was the international collaboration and engagement. And each pillar came up with a set of goals, a set of strategic initiatives, working closely with the ministry, and having that sort of peer-to-peer review where you make a presentation and you're challenged on how credible it is to be applied in the Nigerian context. So that was very important, to have a co-created part of this strategy for the government.
Absolutely. How is it going to be driven? Because I was just wondering, is it going to be government driven? Is there going to be a kind of committee that is going to drive it? And don't forget the environment we operate or we live in right now is the energy deficits that we're having. And AI, I mean, you need all your little instruments to be powered.
Indeed. So I love getting this question, and I got this a lot while I was in London when I told colleagues that I was coming to Nigeria. People talk about how, there are other challenges and why are we focusing on AI? And before I respond to that question, I'll take a step back and just recount how we were encouraged to think as Avengers. So His Excellency Bosun Tijani invited us as the Nigerian Avengers to come together to address this issue. And I picked Thanos to be my chosen Avenger, not because I'm trying to be contrarian with one of the bad guys, but imagine if you could, with the click of a finger, make half of your problems disappear. The cost of goods, inflation, the energy deficit, youth unemployment,
insecurity
the
challenges.
insecurity challenges. There's so many. And
food insecurity.
It wouldn't happen overnight. So it's a collective effort. So what I would say is, with respect to what we're doing within technology and AI more broadly, is trying to use it to fix some of the issues that we have. You know, we've missed out broadly from the second and third industrial revolutions. When I say we, I mean Nigeria.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Exactly. So when it comes to this fourth industrial revolution and adoption of tech to help us leapfrog, develop our economy, create a more inclusive society, it would be unwise of us to not grab the bull by the horn. So in terms of who would lead this, it's a PPP. It cannot be the private sector exclusively. You know, civil society, the government with its enabling agencies, the MDAs, have a lot that they're actually already putting down to support with this. So
I'm sure you'd be collaborating too with a lot of research institutions, from FIRO to NASENI to PRODA, 1,001 research institutions in Nigeria.
The research institutions locally and globally, as well as the private sector. So for this particular NAIS, for instance, we had a few corporate backers that supported it to make this come to fruition. And post the NAIS, they've doubled down and committed to the launch of a few initiatives that Boss Tijani announced on the back of the summit's dinner.
Well, I think I like the fact that you've said the summit, you know, came up with a broader look at doing a PPP, with government maybe fashioning out the policy or the direction, the way to go, and the rest, and funding shouldn't be a problem. If our viewers watching right now want to be part of this new innovation, join the revolution of this AI innovation, what would you be telling them?
There are a few things that they can do. First, there's this new website. One of the 4 initiatives that was launched on Thursday is a relaunch of the National Center for Artificial Intelligence and Robotics. So if you go to ncare.nida.gov.ng/AI Collective, it should take you to a form where you can put your details and indicate that you're interested in being part of this new movement. So it's inviting people from the private sector, people across all disciplines that want to be part of driving this change, because AI is going to affect all sectors. We already know that when it comes to Nigeria's cultural exports, we are excellent when it comes to things like sports, when it comes to things like music. We saw recently in Coachella, we had some Nigerian representation, movies, etc. I think what this strategy summit was trying to do was to push the Nigerian narrative when it comes to technology to be on that global stage, so that when we talk about tech globally, people would think Nigerians as well. It's not just, you know, Silicon Valley or the Chinese India, or the British or the Indians. You know, the Nigerian tech capacity, intellectual capacity is phenomenal. We are writing lots of papers. We are present in so many institutions globally. So it's about coming back and pulling it together to create that critical mass, inspire more people, win the hearts and minds of individuals to believe that AI is not a foreign Western phenomenon, but it's something that's happening in our backyard. And one final example I'll give, it is actually
very quickly
already, thank you, it's already changing people's lives here in Nigeria. So for instance, one of the lecturers told me how her students who were not fans of programming, computer science students, they didn't quite like programming, would use ChatGPT as a programming co-pilot. And through that, they were able to not just improve their programming skill set, but they were able to begin to enjoy programming. Lecturers are also using it to help with planning. And now we have launched the very first Nigerian large language model, which is a
Thank you so very much, Nzube Ofodike.
Thank you for having me.
Content creator.
Indeed.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you.
Okay, Newsnight continues after the break. Stay with us. Don't go away.